Hello, my name is Gavin Morris, and I am a patient navigator. My role is to provide you a plan to stop your addiction and put an end to it as a whole. This process will not take a day, it will not take a week, but it will take time, and we will get it done. My role is to help you to get the proper care and create a plan for you that will help end this addiction in totality. I will help you learn the severity of your addiction and what can be causing your addiction and how it can affect your health. Our goal is to taper you off of nicotine and eventually completely halt your use. We know that you are addicted to tobacco and chewing tobacco, which this can cause gum cancer and many causes of cancer, gum and mouth cancer. We are going to start off by switching you to tobaccoless nicotine pouches. It will give you the same stimulation, but without the cancer-causing effects tobacco has on your mouth and gums. The reason we will start off by switching you to this is because we know that you use tobacco in stressful times and nicotine, but this is a much safer and much more highly effective way. Since you described to me that you almost always feel stressed due to financial and family issues, and you said that you only do not use chewing tobacco when you are eating or sleeping, this gives me the impression and understanding that it is an all-day occurrence. The intensity of the situation would then be very high due to the fact that you use substance nearly all day long. The duration you use each lip of tobacco is until the flavor and effects wear off. And the onset is anything that makes you feel stressed, whether it is mentally, physically, internally, or externally. The impact of this issue is that you're increasing your chances of gum and mouth cancer at an exponential rate. A practical solution to start would be switching to tobacco-free nicotine pouches in order to feel the same stimulation but without the cancer-causing aspects. This will be to start. Then there will be a plan that I make personally for you, limiting you to a certain number of pouches per week, per day, and tapering you off slowly. Once we get down to 1 pouch per day, which will take time, we will switch to nicotine patches or gum. I will provide you a plan of how many patches or pieces of gum per day after that. After that, we will not use patches, or gum at all. The timeline we will set out for you will be a 3-month process. The first week, we will allow you to take 5 nicotine pouches per day. The second week, we will take 1 off. There will be 4 pouches per day, which will be 28 pouches in a week. The third week, you will take 3 per day. The fourth week, you will take 2 per day. And the fifth week, you will take 1 per day. The sixth week, you will also take 1 per day, but every other day. After we get down to 1 per day every other day, the 7th week, we will use a nicotine patch or a piece of gum, depending on what you prefer and what causes your stimulation to trigger. When you're feeling stressed at work, or you're feeling financially burdened, whatever you feel, we will have a plan for you. And the 8th to 10th week, we will only use 1 patch or 1 piece of gum every other day. So you would take the patch or piece of gum on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. And then let's say you stop for the weekends, then you go for the 9th week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 10th week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then the 11th week, you will do the same thing, but every 3 days. So you'll go Monday, Thursday, Monday, Thursday, Monday, Thursday. So it'll be 2 times per week. And then the 12th week, you will completely shut off all of your nicotine and you will not use any at all. We will also have you go to social groups. with people that may be dealing with your exact same addiction. Now, we made this plan personalized for you, so everybody's not going to have the same plan, but you will understand their struggles and what causes their triggers and stuff like that. We will make sure that you are on track. We will bring you to whatever you need, if that is doctors, if that is therapists. We will help you, and I will navigate everything for you in order to help you stop this addiction. Now, it will help you in total to learn about how other people deal with their addictions, and it could be people that already stopped their addictions. So listening to them may provide you insight on how they stopped and what helped them. Now, not everybody is the same person, so not all issues will work the same to stop your nicotine use, but it may help you in the long run to have people that are just like you. All right. Now, the second part of this is my personal assessment on myself. All right. I feel as if I did represent myself in the role of a patient navigator and did so at a professional level by how I dressed and how I spoke. I also feel this way because I set out the plan for an individual person and how I handled it. Next, I definitely made it known that the change was needed and very much so possible with a thorough plan that I personalized to my patient. I did so by telling them what they can do to switch, how they can fix it, how they can taper off, and how they can totally remove it out of their system. Nicotine, which I understand, it causes almost a month to 2 months to leave your bloodstream. So with this 3-month plan, it totally will wipe it out, lower, and by that 3-month period, when they are only having 1.5 milligrams of nicotine, when they used to have around 40 milligrams a day, it will completely make their system not feel the same, and it will make them just feel like a whole new person, that they do not even need this substance to live their life. I sufficiently explained the problem to my patient by making them understand the cancer-causing effects and that they can have mouth and gum cancer. I made them understand and know their issues and how we could fix them, and how it could even be stressing them, how their stresses could not even really be stresses. It could just be felt from not having that stimulation. I did discuss the frequency, intensity, duration, and onset and impact of the issue properly about my patient. My solution was very likely to be adopted by the patient due to the plan I laid out, potential harms of the issue I described. I feel as if that this plan was very thorough, and they will grasp it and they will understand how much it's hurting them. All right, finally, I feel like what I did best was make it personal towards my patient and create a great, thorough plan for them and how they can end their addiction. But I feel like in the future, what I can do better is talk about how family engagement and encouragement and what family can do with encouragement and the positive effects that it can help them. Another thing that I think that I could have explained better would be how they can reward themselves. How if this week you hit it perfect, every week you're doing perfect, that's the goal. But obviously that's not always going to happen. But I feel if you give yourself weekly rewards, and you could set reminders on your cell phone, or if you don't have a cell phone, you could set it on a whiteboard or on your fridge, so every time you see it, you remember about the progress you're making, and it's a day by day, not a oh, we're gonna stop today. We're gonna stop in a month, we're gonna stop in a month or 3 months. Nobody can just end an addiction in one day. It's not good for your health. There are many stories about how people tried to end their addiction in a day. They stopped taking nicotine just like that, and then they had a heart attack, or they've had other illnesses or stuff like that happen to them due to just stopping it. It's the same with alcohol and many other substances. So thank you.